Bat fans rejoice! The one and only true Batman has returned! That is right, the Holy One, the one and only Batfleck, will be appearing in the Flashpoint film coming out in the next few years starring Ezra Miller. And also, if you hadn't heard, Michael Keaton will be coming back as his respective Batman character in the same film. And I will stop talking like that right now because it's not that dire. But yeah guys, this is some awesome, amazing news because we're actually going to get the return of Batfleck in yet another film. And I'm sure that's in due part, no small part that is, due to the momentum of the Snyder Cut that has finally been worked on and is going to be released next year on HBO Max, which is awesome stuff. And yeah, guys, I mean, Batfleck, his films and his appearances, very underrated in my opinion, generally well liked by the populace of people who still hate Zack Snyder's take. I really enjoyed his take on Batman in Batman v Superman. Not so much in the Justice League because tonally, you know, you go from one badass extreme to kind of a lackluster performance due in large part because of the reshoots and all this other stuff going on. But this right here is a unique opportunity. Have we ever had two Batmans in the same film or on the screen at the same time? I think not, and this is going to be something amazing for live action stuff here, and I think that there's a lot of possibilities that they could do, but I think according to what the director was saying in the Vanity Fair article that was released earlier today, is that Ben Affleck, his Batman, will serve as a baseline and kind of a sort of familiarity for Barry Allen / The Flash inside of the film, so we're going to have him kind of interact with Ben Affleck's Batman probably a little bit, a la the Flashpoint storyline. And then as the story progresses, we're going to see alternate universes, alternate timeline stuff, and of course that's where Michael Keaton's Batman is most likely going to come in to play. The thing is that, not to speculate too much, but it would be cool if you could see both of the Batmen on the screen at the same time doing some badass stuff. Might not happen, and technically, you know, in the Flashpoint, it was something where they didn't do that. One universe had this Batman, and then after, you know, Ezra Miller's Flash would go in time, change some stuff up, come back to present, stuff wouldn't really play out like he had hoped. So, if this is going to follow that structure, I'm assuming that they're not going to be on the screen together, Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck that is, but it would be cool nonetheless. With the story of the Flashpoint in the comics, Barry changed some things, went back in time, came to the past or present, or he had never become Flash, he had to go through a whole bunch of stuff, and then he ended up writing the timeline to a certain degree, but at the end of it, some little tweaks were made, including the fact that Batman had a little bit of a change going on, because I think that ushered in the New 52, and basically there was a little bit of a change of a costume, and this and that. But in this instance right here, what I would like to see by the end of the Flashpoint film, if and when the Flash returns to the quote-unquote new intact timeline, is if Batfleck can actually be slightly younger and a little less long in the tooth. Now don't get me wrong, I love a badass Batman and I think Batfleck is doing an awesome job, but does he have to be gray? Can we get a little bit more vitality put into him a little bit maybe, just to see if we can get some more miles on the Batfleck train? I mean, heaven forbid we might actually get him to be in his own series of standalone Batman films, which would be amazing, especially since he's kind of gotten his life back on track to a certain degree. But, you know, I don't want to jinx. We're too far out to really call to see if this is going to be something that's going to actually happen, especially since the Flashpoint movie has kind of been in development hell and on a delay for the longest time. But it's something cool to think about and just some suggestions. And of course, there's little things where the whole change in timeline and all this stuff could actually prove to be helpful and, you know, giving it a little bit more of a mainstream, more organic, lighthearted feel rather than that shoehorn bullshit we got in the Justice League film. Just saying. But overall, guys, what do you think about the news that Batfleck is back as Batman and he's going to be coming back for one more film at least, which is the Flashpoint film starring Ezra Miller? Sound off in the comments below, and guys, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you are subbed, hit that bell button, that way you never miss a moment of my content. But other than that, guys, as always, I'm Jay, and until next time, take care, and bye.